Hey, it is currently in December 2021 and going into the new year 2022, and I would like to share some of the updates in the area in North York, closer to the DVP and the Shepherd line, and also along the Line 4 Shepherd subway line. If you are interested in this area, whether it's a 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom, what is it going for? If you are interested, definitely stick around and I will go through it right after this. Hey, it's me, Antonio, from the AV Team Real Estate. I am a local realtor in the Toronto GTA area, and if at any point you have any questions about the real estate, definitely reach out to us at 416-836-8987 or simply use our website at www.avteamrealestate.com to connect with us. I'm going over the 3 areas in North York that are closely located in DVP and the Shepherd Avenue, and also along the Shepherd subway line. If you are looking to go to downtown, you can simply hop onto the Shepherd subway line, go to the Yonge subway line, and probably it would take you about roughly in 30 minutes. I will quickly go over the 3 areas that I want to focus today in this video. The first one is the Bayview Village, and a little bit to the east we have the Henry Farm, and lastly we have the Don Valley Village. Don't worry if you are not familiar with this area, I will go through in summary for each of this area and see which one will be your preference, and let's get into it. Okay, right now we are at the Realty. We're gonna take a look at this area in Bayview Village. First of all, let's start with our search, which is here is Bayview Village, and we are taking a look at the condos unit that were for sale. And the reason why it's unavailable, we are looking at the past sold data, so not the one that is available right now, because the asking price or listing price is not necessarily the actual price, right? So we're taking a look at the past sold, and as you can see here, there's this is for a 1 bedroom unit, and we want to look at the most recent past sold, and this is selected on September, from September to now in December. So for those that are not familiar with this area, we can take a look at this map here. Bayview Village is actually located near the 401 area, and this is the Don Valley and up to Finch. And as you can see, all the condominium actually close located near the Shepherd. This is the Shepherd. Now let's focus back to the 1 bedroom unit here. Couple of things to look at here is the square footage and the number of days. This is DOM, means the days on the market. The lower that they are, obviously they are more in demand. Usually in this area in Bayview Village, the condominiums are larger in size compared to other 2 areas that I will be comparing later on. And also this area tend to be more luxurious, and therefore the price is in the higher side. However, if you're looking into this area, usually the quality and the builders and the developers are in a higher quality side. So let's take a look at the 1 bedroom unit in this area. Couple things to take note here. This is the DOM, which means the days on the market. The lower the days on the market usually means that they are in a higher demands and faster to sell. So if the longer the date, means that they took longer to sell, the price might be not at the right price. So let's take a look right now. A quick example. This is a 499 square feet. This 1 bedroom with 1 bath as an example. This is sold for $475, 8 days and 499 square feet space. And we can take a look at the pictures. This is a fairly new condominium in the area. I would say it's less than 10 years old. I've been there, and I've been showing around with some of my clients here, and the finishes are quite good. Bear in mind that this is a 500 square feet unit, so it's in a small side. However, it is sold in, let's take a look when this was sold. So this is sold in October 5th, and it was originally listed at $399, and it's sold for $475. I would assume this could be one of the listings that were in multiple offers. Now let's take a look at a unit that is a little bit bigger As you can see here, all the 500 square feet condo 1-bedroom unit is sold for more or less somewhere in the less than 500,000. Now if we look at some other 1-bedroom units that are over 600 square feet, you can see they are moving the price point, breaking the 500k barrier. We can take a look at this one here. This is a 2-room is a building that more or less in the 15 year ago. Let me see here. So this is 600 to 699 square feet, and it's been in the market for 20 days and it's sold for 532. Let's see the time. It is actually fairly recent, which is in November. They were listed at 535 and sold for 532. Look at the maintenance, it's not really bad here. It's 587 a month. Although the market is hot, there are still plenty of units that have been sitting on the market for a long time. As an example, you can see here this is 81 days. Because of the unit, I will assume it's a 500 square feet unit. As a previous example, you've been selling like somewhere under 500,000 and this one is selling for 540. So I will assume this is why it's been on the market longer. Let's take a look here. So this is a fairly new condominium. I would say it's less than 2 or 5 years. Let's take a look. Let's see the layout. It's a 1-bedroom unit with a very large balcony, and the finishes are new. And this one also sold in late November, which is very recent. And originally they were listed at 560, and finally after 81 days it was sold for 540. Let's take a some unit of 1 plus a study room or a den. This is also a 500 square feet unit. It's sold for 3 days. The reason why is probably the additional study room area, although they are probably identical in terms of square footage. Let's take a look at this one. This is also a very new condominium in the area. So it was sold back in September, and it was originally listed at 499 and finally got sold at 540. Now let's take a look at some unit that is about 600 or even 700 square feet. As you can see, if it's breaking the 700 square feet and above, the price will move into above 600,000. As you can see here, this is also a new building. It's about 600. So in summary, if any 1-bedroom unit that is under 500 square feet, you can find some unit that is near 500,000. If it's something about 600, you will go in the mid 500s to 600,000, and anything with 700 square feet, you will be safely assumed that it's going to be above 600,000. Okay, now let's move on to Henry Farm, which is the area right next to the Bayview Village. Same story short, it's on the condo, and we're looking at 1-bedroom at the moment, and also from September to December. As you can see this area right now, from the Bayview Village we'll move on to Henry Farm. This is the DVP, so it's in between the west and the east side of DVP. And the area here in general, the condominium is very highly concentrated as well, but the unit itself usually is in the smaller side compared to the Bayview Village. Because of that, the unit here tends to be a little bit cheaper than the Bayview Village, but I'm not talking about like in terms of quality. Yes, it's not as good as the Bayview Village, but it's also not as bad. But in general, it's more economical and it's more suitable for first-time home buyer and also first-time investors. At a glance right now, most of the 1-bed units are in the low 400s, and that's a little bit cheaper than the Bayview Village. And some of the older building or apartments, they are not traditional condominium that we see nowadays because it's built at least 40 years ago. Let's take a look at this building here as an example for 38 Forest Manor Road, Unit 515. This has been on the market for 26 days before it was sold. Let's take a look. So this is a 499 square feet, fairly small unit, and it was sold back in November 1st, and it was listed at 469 and sold at 465. This is a fairly new unit. I would say it's within 5 years. So this serves as a guideline more or less for a new building how much it's sold for. So here is another example at 2035 Shepherd Avenue at 600 to 699 square feet. It was sold for 495. Fairly good price, I would say. This is sold November 9. Let's take a look at some of the picture, how it looked like. Now take a look at some of the bigger unit. Let's see how much it's sold for. Here you can find some decent cheaper unit because those are the apartment units that is built like 40 years ago. This is a good example at 275 Yorkland at 700 square feet. It was sold at 645 in 21 days. Let's take a look at this. This is an example back in September that were sold, and the maintenance is closer to the 600 a month. Let's see how it looks like. If the square feet are 800 and above with 2 bedrooms, you will be looking at pricing closer to 700,000. Okay, moving on to the last area or neighborhood in Don Valley Village. We here, as usual, we are looking at the condos for sale and also the 1 and 2 bedrooms in the time frame of September to December. Once we enter, we see there are some 1 bedroom unit that is well in the price range of 400 to 500 range. In this area, as you can see on the map, this is just right north of Henry Farm, and they share the same kind of attraction in the mall of Fairview Mall. This area actually, there's a combination of condominiums and also a lot of houses that is actually in the high-end side and luxurious in this area as well. And there are a couple of a good builder in terms of condominiums, and actually there was also a lot of old apartments that doesn't come with a lot of amenities, and usually those apartments are, we're talking about at least 40 to 50 years old. For that reason, the maintenance is actually on the higher side as compared to some of the newer build. So let's take an example right now. 128 Fairview Mall Drive, unit 1207, and this is a 1 bedroom unit with 499 square feet, and on the day of the market was 17 back in November 23rd, which is very recent. It was originally listed at 510 and actually gone down, and it was sold at 505 right here. Just to keep in mind that the newer build, such as the maintenance fee, will usually be lower. For this example is 319. Okay, now let's take a look at a 2 bedroom unit. This is a newer build in Fairview Mall Drive. So let's take a look. The square footage of this one is between 700 to 799, and it's only been on the market for 1 day and it got sold. So let's take a look at the price range here, and it was sold back in September 15 and originally listed at 629 and sold at 611. Maintenance fee is about 535 because it's a higher in terms of square footage. You can take a look at the pictures, see how it looks like. So more or less this area, the price range is pretty similar to Bayview Village, and overall the three areas that I was comparing with, Henry Farm is the one that is in a lower price range. However, for the investor or the first time home buyer, that is a great entry point for the area. And as you can see, the Don Valley Village and the Henry Farm area, they share the same mall in Fairview Mall, and the transportation is really great as well. I know this video has been a little bit longer than usual, but I hope you can have a sense of idea what is the price range in this area in North York, what a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom unit can go for from in this area. Hopefully by now you have a better understanding of the area in North York, in Bayview Village, Henry Farm, and also Don Valley Village. If you like this type of content on updating you on the condo market in a specific area, please let us know and leave us a message down below so we can update you or cover more area that you would like us to cover. And if you have any questions about the real estate market, you can also reach out to us. You know where our contact is down below, and I'll see you in the next video.